Alright, hey, Gowans here, and in this video we're going to talk about martial arts ads. I'm going to take this to a different level than I've seen out there currently when it comes to talking about martial arts ads. And I'm going to show you how to make your ads work, how to write your ads, and we're going to go through these 8 different boxes. So there's going to be a lot of information in here. It's going to be actually kind of like a mini course on how to write martial arts ads that get clicks, that bring you the right type of traffic, and give you an idea of like what does it take to really create something that is going to cause somebody to stop scrolling, pay attention to what it is that you're talking about, understand what you're talking about, and know why it's for them, and then get them over to your website so that they can either schedule an appointment with you, or they can look at the other offers that you have, or they can see what your program is all about. So if that's what you're trying to focus on, it doesn't matter where you're putting these ads. I would prefer that you put them on some sort of digital format so that you could, have a machine working for you and use automation and use some of the great tools that we have. But regardless, if you understand how to write ads, you're going to do really, really well. And if you understand martial arts ads, you're going to be extremely good. Now, I'm going to be referencing this mostly towards Facebook ads because in my opinion, that's the very best place as of the time of me creating this for you to be putting out ads in martial arts because of the way that that platform operates, the cost efficiency of it, and it's just really great for you. So, all right, so I'm going to go through this, and again, if some of this stuff is kind of overwhelming or if it kind of, goes over your head, just use the comments below. I pop videos out like this all the time too, so if you want to subscribe or something like that, that's cool. But use the comments down below. Say, hey, this, that, whatever, I didn't get it, and I'll get down there and take care of that for you. So let's just jump into it. So the first thing when it comes to martial arts ads is we have to make sure that we are being specific and we are being a specialist and not a generalist. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see, period, in the martial arts industry. We work with hundreds of martial arts business owners, helping them set up these machines and ads and making, their business unique and not just some copycat. Because a lot of places I see, they just kind of say, well, here's what you need to write in your ad, here's the way it needs to be, and this will work. The problem is everybody starts looking the same. Everybody's wearing the same color of shirt, if you will. And you're not sticking out. And your business is different. Your voice is different. You are a different company than the next one, even if you teach the same thing. So it's really important that you understand that. Because if you've tried Facebook ads in the past, or you've tried martial arts ads, period, and it's not worked for you, it's not because ads don't work, okay? Ads, it's a 7-figure, thing for us, right? Like ads work really, really well, okay? You just need to know how to do ads. So the first rule is there's this ruthless law of the market out there. And that ruthless law of the market is this. A lot of people try to come up with a great idea in the shower or whatever. They're thinking of some great idea. No matter how genius of an idea it is, it doesn't matter if the market isn't actively seeking a resolve from this idea. So let me put that in a really simple way. If you come up with some great idea that you think, oh man, if people just knew how good this was, gosh, they would just take it, right? And you get into this world of, I'm sure you're familiar with this, you're trying to convince people that martial arts is good or convince people that they need martial arts, okay? Now, not all of you, but I'm sure you've felt this way. You have to be a salesperson. That's the first big red flag. If you feel like you have to be a salesperson, that's where we're getting in trouble here. The doctor doesn't have to run ads. When your knee hurts like hell, the doctor doesn't have to run an ad. You come to him. And so what you need to do is you need to position yourself as a doctor. You need to position yourself so that you are the solution to somebody's problem that they are actively seeking to solve. See, that's what makes things really, really simple for us. You know, martial arts business owners, they come to us because they want to be able to sell online virtually. They want to be able to have machines to do automation. They want to be able to know how to write ads and how to do email follow-up and how to do, virtual marketing in the sense where, their ads follow them around. If you just go to my website, if you want to test it, you can go to any page, it doesn't matter which one. I will start following you all over the internet. You'll see me everywhere, okay? And it's really not that difficult to set up, but it's about, a lot of you have all the numbers to the combination. You just don't know what order to put them in. And that order could mean the difference of we got to shut down in a month or two because we can't afford to stay open, or you're flourishing and it doesn't ever stop. When I figured out the combination to the ads and the whole scheme of things, I literally went from struggling to life is completely different really, really quick. Just like the lock doesn't open at all, right? It's not about fast money. It's just about that lock literally doesn't open. If you put the right number in it, it just opens. It's that quick, right? So that's really the difference here. What we're trying to do in the marketplace is we're trying to get a trifecta of three things working together. Our offer, our message, and our audience. When you get those three things connecting together perfectly, it's game over. So this ruthless law of the market is, instead of coming up with a great idea and going out into the world and trying to convince people of it, what you want to do is you want to go out into the world first, and you want to find a small group of people that are actively seeking and wanting to exchange value, money, to solve a problem that they have, all right? And there needs to be enough of those people saying the same things, reacting the same way, and actively seeking a resolve for that problem. When you discover that in the market first, then you go back to your lab, okay, your little creation place, and you figure out a solution to that problem. Then all you have to do is go back to that small group of people, which Facebook makes it really easy with their targeting, and the tools make it really easy to go back to the market. And then you need to deliver the message that says something real generic-y here. Hey, that problem that you've been talking about like this? Well, look, we understand that, and we solved it. So here's how it works. Now it's just like, oh, great, finally, right? What is happening out there in martial arts right now, and the reason why martial arts ads aren't working, is because nobody has a reason to go to martial arts. Everybody has this stereotypical persona about it, and nobody's really putting it into a perspective that they can go, I didn't even realize it could do that. I didn't even realize martial arts could help me with that. So that's really how that works. Like right now, the only reason you're watching this is because somewhere along the lines, you were either searching for how to do martial arts ads, or you had already been to my website, and this is the follow-up, the virtual automated follow-up that you could be doing to your potential students, and that's why you have this. Or you're on my email list and you're watching this right now. And that only really happened, you got on my email list because I ran some martial arts ads. So I'm not gonna try to just beat you down with this, but we are gonna also jump to my computer, because during this section here on how to write ads, I'm gonna share something with you that is absolutely gonna blow your mind. Because guess what we don't have to do anymore because of today's tools and technology? We don't have to guess. There's no more guessing. You do not have to guess at all of what should I write, how do I write it, where do I put it, how long is it going to take? None of those things need to be thought about like that anymore. So when I talk about the generalist and the specialist, if you have a knee problem, do you want to just go to any old surgeon, or do you want to go to a knee specialist? And see, specialists on average make 30 times more than generalists, okay? So let's just say, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say that in a single day, you're given 8 inches, okay? What a lot of you are doing, okay, is you're going an inch in all these different directions and you're making no progress okay? Now this actually came out of a book I want to share with you here. It's a great book. If you have not read it, it is vital to your success. It's called Essentialism by Mccown, okay? Really, the disciplined pursuit of less. But what's great about this is it's actually, you get more with less. So when you figure out what you're going to specialize in, now in martial arts, what's so great about it and what I got so excited about serving this industry was, for one, I took martial arts for 6 years when I was a child. And so it really changed my life. It made me the person I am today, honestly. And so I was really, infatuated with the industry that way. But what I really loved about it was it helped me in so many different ways, right? There's like so many different solutions that martial arts can solve. So what's great about this is you don't have to just be a specialist in one area only. But what you need to do is you need to, let's say that you have 8 different areas that you can specialize in. For right now, what you need to do is just forget about them all and specialize in one until you have a concrete, solid, predictable, and consistent stream of people that are coming to you because they want that specialization in this one area here, okay? And then we can focus all of our 8 inches into one direction.
Focus.
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 Focus. Focus.
Focus. Focus.
And get that solid. So instead of making an inch of progress in all these different directions, let's make 8 inches of progress every day in one direction until it's so solidified that you are the go-to for that particular thing. Now, I'll share some of those different examples of specialization with you. And one of them is, I talked to a guy, he was from the UK, and very incredible guy. I mean, the guy had tons of talent. And he said that one of the things that he did is he specialized in just helping firefighters to be able to, because he said that firefighters deal with people trying to steal things off the truck and all these different things during the firefights and stuff like that, and they can't really combat with people with all their gear on. So he specialized in a training program that was just to help firefighters understand how to move and have mobility and manipulate things while they're in their fire outfit, all their gear, right? So think about how many firefighters there are in the world, and this is probably a commonality amongst them all. He said it was very common, actually. I'd never heard of it, but that's what he said he was doing, and they were gladly wanting him to come back and keep training on that. So now he can just run martial arts ads until he gets because when you run ads, there's more to it than just running an ad, okay? The ad is just the beginning, okay? Because we have 3 actual areas that we have to fulfill in our business. We have an attraction phase, we then take it into a conversion phase, and then there's this final phase, which is the delivery phase. This is where you're delivering your services, whether you're doing it in person or virtually or through a course. It's all delivery, right? And you can do all of those. Your conversion phase is where when somebody clicks on the ad in the attraction phase, they go to the conversion phase. The conversion phase is where we sell. It's where we explain how we are a solution to their already existing problem, and we show them the value of what we can do for them, okay? And then we deliver. So in this attraction phase, what we're speaking about now, when he goes to do his marketing now, he can just focus on this area for the firefighters until he has a very specific automated system, virtual system that is 24/7, 365, delivering the value and the solution and the message that's geared just towards them. Because while everybody's trying to be all things to all people, a generalist, and not getting any attention, because why? Anybody can do that. Anybody can help me lose weight. I can go to a lot of people to get confidence. I can go to a lot of people to learn respect. I can go to a lot of people to get flexibility. Why would I go to you? Right? But because he is a specialist or has a specialized program and directs all of his messaging in everything that he does to firefighters, he's the guy known to help firefighters do that. So he can charge more than the average martial artist. He can actually just reach out into the marketplace, and no matter how much competition there is in the martial arts world, they just all fizzle away and disappear because he's the guy known for that in martial arts, and he can stick his flag in the ground. And there are so many opportunities right now because, you know, the things in the martial arts industry that used to be are changing so much now because of our ability to reach out virtually, people accepting the virtual experience, and it's becoming what we have to do. So now so many people are finding out they're doubling their revenues. They're increasing their school's stickability and their overall just value to the marketplace in ways they never thought were possible before. And you can do that too. And it all starts with getting the right attention with the right people through the martial arts ads that you need to be producing. So we have to be a specialist. Once you solidify one of those machines, once you've solidified, we'll just use the firefighters as an example. Once you solidify that you have a machine in place that attracts firefighters in the way with the messaging that they're looking for, and then it converts them using complete automation, retargeting, follow-up, everything is retargeted, so you get your time back. So you can focus on what you want to do.
Focus.
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 Focus. Focus.
Focus.
Focus.
Focus.
Or you can have a team running it because it's not dependent on people, it's dependent on machines and the people overseeing the machine. And you have your delivery service set up. Once you have that all set up for one of these areas, now we can work on another one. Okay? Maybe you want to focus on more of the mental side of things. Maybe you want to focus on just a different area.
Focus.
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 Focus. Focus. Focus. Focus.
Focus.
I have another guy. He helps older people with this incredible art that he has. He it was a mixture of martial arts, and he helps older people have flexibility. He was telling me how by doing this, it's a combination of like Kung Fu and karate, where it has the movements of Kung Fu, but it's also got the different pieces of karate that cause it to be very patternistic for them. And this one lady hadn't been able to like even brush. She's in an old folks home, couldn't even brush her hair, and now she does. And now they're like requesting it, and they love it. And now he can focus his ads and marketing to, you know, old folks' homes or older people, and now he's become the specialist in that. You see what's happening. Now he's got another arm going, okay? 10K, 10K. Get another arm going, 10K. Because it doesn't take much to get there. You think about it, it doesn't take that many people. So, okay. Everything that we do in ads, no matter what they are, they're just boxes, okay? And what we need to do is we need to keep it simple. We need to share stories, because for centuries, that's how we've learned things. We need to use our original voice, not just some templated ad that I see. It really bothers me, you know, and I have nothing against any of the other, companies trying to help martial artists, but when it comes to martial arts ads, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's not a general blanket thing, okay? You got to have your own voice, and you've got to have that specialization. There's no one-size-fits-all. I don't want to be your mommy and daddy, you know, with martial arts ads. I want you to know how to write them, how to understand them, how to build an ad so that you have freedom to create and that you can get it figured out. Because I have just a handful of ads. I have about 5 ads that are worth 7 figures to me. And I know I can run them at any time, but it took me a while to discover those. It took me 20, 30 ads to find the one. It didn't take that long because I was just consistent with it. I just focused on it, just like you. You've been doing this for how many years now? What's another little bit of time? Let's say it took 90 days to find 2 ads that were worth 7 figures to you. Are you kidding me? You look how much time you've spent doing things that haven't still produced that. So once we unlock this thing, then it's like, okay, let's get it figured out, right? So, and then the job of the ad is to get the click, not to sell. The job of the ad is not to sell anybody. It's to generate curiosity and huge benefit. You got to understand, because of your specialization, what is the benefit that people want, right? What problem do they have? Okay, what is their current situation? What is their current situation? What problem do they have? What wall are they running into? And they're actively trying to get over that wall to their desired situation. You, me, and everyone else on the planet has a current situation. And you, me, and everyone on the planet also has this desired future self that they're trying to obtain or get to. Okay? That creates a gap. That gap is exactly why the market exists. Because there's there's different things that bridge this gap for people, that get them from where they are, their current situation, to where they want to be. And when you can explain somebody's current situation to them and they don't know you starts to build trust. When you can describe through your marketing the desired self somebody's trying to obtain, now all of a sudden they go, this person understands where I am. This person understands where I want to go. And then when you can describe the blockage that they have, the wall that they're running into, they go, there's no way that person could know that if they didn't understand where I'm at and what I'm doing. Now you've got their attention. Now you've hooked them. Now you have to ask yourself, okay, this problem that they're running into, why is it a problem? And I got why to the fifth, because you want to keep asking questions. You want to say, well, okay, maybe it is a discipline problem at home. Why does that matter? Why is that a problem? Okay? Why does not having discipline suck for the parent? If their kid isn't disciplined, why does that suck for them? Oh, well, they got to get on their kid and they got to do these different things, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, whatever. Okay? Well, why is that a bad thing? Well, they know that probably in the future, if they don't get this corrected, it's probably going to lead little Johnny or Sally down the wrong path. Okay? Well, why is that a problem? Well, then they won't end up having the success they want in their life. It'll be a tough uphill battle for them most of the time, and they could end up maybe even hurting somebody else or whatever. Well, why does that not feel good? Well, because you really wanted to strive to create a better person in the world that could go out there and achieve things and have a happy life. Okay, that's where we talk about things. That's the stuff you talk about, not discipline. Discipline doesn't mean anything to me, you, or the other guy or girl, but it does when you start talking about it like that, because when you get to the root of the problem, there's all the martial arts ads I see, they're talking about this little tip that's sticking up above the water, and there's this huge iceberg down here, and the root of the problem is down here. That's what we got to focus on. If we don't focus on that, we're just trying to fix symptoms, and symptoms they're not the root. You can cut limbs off of a tree, it'll keep growing. You get down to the root and cut the root out and bury that thing, or cut it and take it out, tree's gone. Okay? That's where we've got to go. And that's where we've got to communicate. And that's where we've got to use our voice to help them understand we know where they are and where they want to be, because that builds the trust. But in our ads, the goal of our ad, once we know where they are, where they want to be in the wall that they're hitting, the true wall, the actual root, then that's what we need to speak about. But what's the benefit that they want? Okay? If what's the opposite of, dark? Light. So once you know their problem, obviously the exact opposite would be what the solution is, right? Just like the exact opposite of light is dark. So when you understand their problem well enough, you also instantly learn about what their desire is, okay? And when you figure that out, now you can talk about benefits. So in your ad, you can talk about benefits, but you never reveal the medicine or the solution. So that's what causes them to be curious and click, because they want to see what the benefit is. So when we create an ad, we got to make sure that in the headline, in the image, and in the description up here, okay, this is a kind of a mock-up Facebook ad, okay, we've got to make sure that all of this is really identifying the benefit to our specific person that we're trying to focus on, and then we've got to really inlay curiosity to get them to go click and go to our landing page. Our landing page isn't to sell. Our landing page is to pour on more curiosity, pour on more benefit to what they want, to our specialized focus, and get them to opt in, become an email subscriber. Because once they're on our email list, guess what? We can talk about anything. We're not restricted by what Facebook says to us. We're not restricted by the policies that are set up in the ad world, where we can't talk about, vital topics that are really important to martial arts, because guys want to protect their daughters, and there's different words that we can't say that happen to women, that we're trying to protect them against, that we can't say in ads, but boy, we can say it in an email. Okay, so we got to get them on that email, because the place where you're running your martial arts ads, they can't travel into your email list. Once they're on their email list, you can use anything, and you can talk any way you want to them, and you can really get that point across. So that's a really, there's a lot more to that little technique there than meets the eye, and it's really been working powerful for a lot of our folks. So, okay, so I'm going to talk about when somebody's scrolling, doing the old thumb, spinning the wheel on social media or whatever, and they're going through their ads and everything like that, or not their ads, their posts. When somebody's scrolling, the first thing that stops them from going, like gets that thumb to stop, is the image. So we need to have an image that is going to stop them, and it's going to stop that specific person that we're specializing in. So let's use the firefighter one for an example. I wouldn't have to put a martial arts person here. I wouldn't have to put anything here besides, I could just put a fire truck there. I could put a firefighter holding a hose. Because if I'm trying to get firefighters to stop scrolling, I don't need to put anything about martial arts. Even though that's what this is about, I got to first get them to stop. Now, when they stop and they see that picture, their eye goes directly to this headline here. So that headline needs to call out the benefit, needs to call out and state the problem. Like you've heard it before on commercials, they're like, got back problems? If you have back problems, your head's going like this, right? And you're waiting to see what are they going to say, okay? So it's kind of the same way here. You would call them out. Are you a firefighter and you have a problem with mobility in your suit when it's on? They're like, in their head instantly, because you know what their situation is. You'd have to carve it out to them. Okay, that's why it's so important for you to understand who your specialized group is that you're focused on. Okay, now I'm going to teach you in this one right here how to find that, and we're going to go over to the computer for a little bit, and I'm going to show you some stuff on there. So, like I said, I know this is kind of lengthy, but I wanted to give you some real information here that you could take home and use immediately. Okay. Then after they get here, if you've got them hooked because you put a problem, curiosity, benefit statement right here, then their eyes are going to travel up here. And again, we're not selling here. We just keep going in deeper and laying in more curiosity and benefit and talking about the nature of their problem and saying, hey, if you go here, I've got a free training. I've got a free example. I've got something over there. If you go over there, that is going to help you solve this problem that I know you have, okay? And I'm going to help you get to this place over here, your desired situation. That's how we got the click. We use our specific voice. We can share stories like I've done with you today, and we want to keep it simple, okay? So that's how that goes there. Now, I want to come over here to this right here. So there's 3 temperature levels of the people that are in your marketplace. You have people that are cold people, represented in the biggest circle here, because that's the majority of people out there don't know who you are. So we use a cold market approach. Then people that have seen our ads at least once, been to our website at least once, and have seen us at least once. They would recognize this, kind of like you could see a face and see it again and go, I recognize that. Those people are considered warm people. It's a little bit smaller of the market because not everybody sees you, but the people that do see you, they become part of the warm market. Then people that actually join your email list, or they've even maybe set up an appointment with you, maybe you've had them into the school or whatever, they transfer down into the hot list. Now, there's a different approach to all these people, okay? So let's focus on this cold part here first. So in the cold part, we consider that to be prospecting. That's where we really want to be extremely good at doing martial arts ads, okay? Because in the prospecting area, that's where you're going to be turning cold people, complete strangers, into new paying students for your school, okay? Whether it's online or in person, it's the same approach, okay? So don't get that confused. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't know how to approach my virtual market versus my in-person market. No different. They're the same people. Where they're experiencing things is going to change. How much do you charge different between virtual and in-person? You don't charge any different. Why would you? They're still getting the same information, okay? So don't think like that. Keep it simple, all right? You can think however you want. Don't let me tell you how to think, but I'm just sharing with you what's worked, okay? So in this prospecting area, what we want to do there is things need to be really simple, really quick. They need to have very sticky appeal. It really needs to take that person that's hustle and bustle, they're avoiding reality, they're just they get on that machine, that phone, to just lose their mind for a little bit. So they're not like, oh, I can't wait to see an ad, okay? Your ads shouldn't look like ads. They should look like posts on Facebook, and they're disguised as an ad. It's called native ad, okay? And when we go into this here, okay, what we're doing is we are just really trying to grab their attention, because you got to remember, when you set your martial arts machine up, this conversion funnel machine, the virtual machine, okay, and when you get your website set up properly with your tags and your pixels and your automated stuff, all we need to do is get them to interact. We got to get the right people to interact with our ad, because then we can retarget them. If we get them to interact with our ad, then we can create very intelligent AI-driven lists of people that Facebook will find more people like the people that were interacting with your ads or your website or anything. And what's so great about today is you can track everything. Like I said, there's no more guessing anymore at any part of this. If you are guessing or going, I feel, I wonder, I hope, I think, these are all words of feeling. Well, because we can calculate everything with numbers, we don't have to feel anymore. We can run our business not with emotions, but with numbers, because regardless of how you feel or I feel, 1 + 1 is still 2. And that's a lot more reliable than our emotions. So that's how we want to operate our business. And remember, a business is not designed to make money. And if you treat it like it is, you're going to fail. A business is designed to solve problems. That's the only reason it exists. There is no other reason. And there is no other way to make money other than solving problems. So if you don't have a lot of it, it's because you're not solving problems. And if you can solve problems and you're not solving problems, it's because the people that have the problem that you can solve, they don't know that you exist. And so that's why we run martial arts ads. Okay? And they really, even if you are running ads, but you're running them incorrectly, then they're not going to know you exist, because you'll be playing in these little baby inches here. Okay? We want to stick out in the crowd, so we have to be a specialist. We have to put on a different jacket. Okay? We have to, where everybody's wearing red, we got to wear white. Okay? We have to stick out. All right? So in this marketplace here, this cold market, you're putting yourself out there, but because Facebook and the tools that we have, it's really incredible. I'd mark in there, but let me just use this. We can go in and just say, hey, Facebook, we can use this detailed targeting feature, as I'm going to start kind of blending this into what we're talking about. We can go in here and we can attack a small market inside of here, and we become specialists to them, and we drive them to our specialized funnel. So if you don't have a funnel in place, one that is built with the tags from Google so they can remarket and find people all over the web and bring them to you, if it doesn't have pixels on it from Facebook, if it's not set up and built with automation, and it's not put together properly, I don't care how cool the funnel word has been used or how neat it is, if you don't have the proper setup, it's kind of like having all the numbers to a lock but not knowing the order to put it in. And without that, it can seem like funnels don't work. It can seem like martial arts ads don't work. It can seem like a lot of things are broken, but they're not. You just got to have the right order of the thing, okay? So you make sure you have I can't really get into funnels into this topic because we just don't have time, right? So, but if you want to learn about that stuff, you can always go over to martialartsgrowth.com, and I've got a free training video over there. Right when you go to the website, there's a big red button. You can check it out, and you'll see that, what the funnel thing is, okay? So in this marketplace now, so we've told Facebook, and we got our Googles paying attention. They're finding just the firefighters that are in this particular market that are in relation to either where you're located or to what you're doing if you have a virtual class set up or course, which I show you how to do that too in that training video over at martialartsgrowth.com. So you can hit there's down in the description of this video, there's a link, you can go watch it for free too. So when we're here, we pick detailed targeting, and this can get really interesting here, okay? You can get pretty detailed here. I mean, down to the age, and it gets pretty gnarly. You can find people that make a certain amount of money, that live in a certain area, that do, it's just insane what you can do. I love it, and you will too. Once we get the cold market to tap on our stuff, that instantly brings them into this warm market, okay? It takes them into here, And what's so great about having them here is, for one, we've got the initial handshake out of the way, if you will. You know, it's like when I'm going to use a really, I don't know, I'm going to use kind of like just a generic thing that we all understand, which is like dating and stuff like that. So if you go into a bar and you've never met a woman before, or a man, if you're a woman watching this, I'm talking about men. If you're a man watching this, I'm talking about woman, or whatever you're into, I'm just talking about the other, okay? So if you go in and you meet somebody for the first time, okay, and you don't know who they are, you don't go and say, hey, my name's Mike, you want to go have some kids? They're like, slap you, and it's over with. And that's what so many of you are doing with your dang martial arts ads. You're trying to have kids on the first date. You can't do that. So we have to have another date. We have to warm them up. And then we get it to a point where maybe we can go watch a movie at our place or something, right? You gotta take it through phases, right? You can't plant a seed in the ground and grab an apple off a tree tomorrow. There's phases here. Don't treat it different. Nature works this way everywhere. Why would it be different here? Okay? So this is where we have to bring them from an initial introduction. So, hey, can I buy you a drink? How are you doing? What do you think of this place? Let's get a conversation going. Let's get some commonalities built and some understanding. Let's build some trust over here, and then let's start moving in for the different things that we're trying to accomplish. So we go from prospecting to re-engaging them here. This is where we use follow-up, automated follow-up, because we don't want to do it manually. That's the old school. That's the old way. If you're doing manual follow-up today, not good, okay? It's not, all right? We're past it. We've moved on. We don't ride horses anymore. We have cars, okay? So we've got to pretend that that's real, because it is, and we got to start functioning that way. If you're doing manual follow-up, it won't be too long, and you'll be back on your horse because you won't be able to afford your car. All right, I'm just kidding. So what we got to do is we use automated follow-up. We use retargeting, okay? We use specialized AI student tracking tools that can take the people that were interacting here, because nobody's going to click on your stuff or look at it unless there's some area of interest in there, right? Like, you don't just, you're not just bored. Like, you're probably not anybody else but a martial arts business owner, because nobody else would care about what I'm talking about except for a martial arts business owner. So I know that I can speak to you in this such way because I know who you are, because people, you don't just do things that, like, oh, hey, there's an ad, let me see what that is. Click. No, there's got to be some level of intent there. There's got to be something there that causes you to do that. We're not that crazy. I hope. So then, knowing that, I can say, hey, Facebook, anybody that interacted with my page or my funnels or anything like that, can you go find more people like those people and show them my ads? But the conversation's going to change. If every time I met you, I'm like, hi, my name's Mike Gowans, you would think that I'm cuckoo. You would think that I've lost my mind. So the conversation changes as the interaction heats up, right? So when I talk to them again, I say, hey, I noticed you checked out some of our other stuff. Let me show you a little bit deeper. It's kind of like this video right now. It's really probably a 95% chance you've seen my other stuff already, or you probably wouldn't be looking at this. Now, there's a 5% chance that the cold market is seeing it because I have it placed in some places where they could. But the reality is, you've seen me before, you've heard of me before, and you're starting to really understand the value of how an automated system works, because I created this video a while ago. This isn't live right now. That's the power of automation, and that's how you get your life back as a martial arts business owner, by doing the proper martial arts ads in combination with automation and using virtual tools. Because I think you can understand me just fine. There's no other reason you'd be watching this for that long, unless for some reason, I don't know, there would be no reason. So think about that. Now, I put where, because when we're running our ads and we're doing our different things, you got to ask yourself, where is my specific person that I'm communicating with? Where are they in this cycle? Well, if you're not using, an automated funnel with proper tracking, it's really hard for you to know, okay? But when you have the tools in place that we give you, you can actually know exactly where they are. So you can talk to them exactly. It's like, yeah, I've met you before. There's no reason for me to introduce myself again. Let's talk about something different. Okay, that's how it prolonged. That's why it gets even a better, you kept talking to your friend, they became a better friend, they're your best friend, But if you would have kept going to that person, hey, my name's Mike. Hey, my name's Mike. They'd be like, you are a freaking idiot. Like, go remember something, right? That is exactly what your market is saying to you. They're like, that ad doesn't even, come on. But that's what I see people selling out there is like, buy our system. Ads are already built. Ads are already done. It's all done already. Hey, just do. Yeah, okay. Well, you can build things and everything, but you got to teach people. You've got to show them how to create the ad, right? There's steps and frameworks, yes, but how do you actually do it? Because it can't be the same every time. Do me a favor. The next time you see your friend, don't say anything different. Don't wear a different clothing. Just be the same every time. Say the same thing every time. Wear the same clothes every time. You will soon find out that that person has eluded you and they will not talk to you because they think you are cuckoo. You can't keep showing up the same way and expecting a different result. That's called insanity, right? Keep looking in the drawer over and over. You know it's not in there, but you keep looking. Same thing, okay? Generic doesn't work. Got to be specialized. Got to be specific. Got to be built towards who you're trying to attract with your messaging. Why? Because we live in a different time. It's always been this way. But now we can get very personalized. And the machines know where you're at and what you're doing if you have them engaged. Once they get here, we've probably got them on an email list. Here's what's so amazing about an email list, because you're probably going, well, I heard emails don't work no more. If you talk like that, you might not talk like somebody from the South, if that's the South. I'm from Kansas, so I can talk like that, and because most people around here talk like that. But so the thing is, you're having to pay over and over and over to show your ads to people. Why would you do that? That's like paying for a soda that you've already paid for over and over and over. It's stupid, right? What you need to do is get them on an email list. And they go, well, people don't open emails anymore. They don't like them. They did it. Yeah, well, it's how they got on the email list that is causing them to not open it. Our clients are seeing, when I hear people saying like, oh, the open rates are so bad, it's because you got them on the list the wrong way. You did some trickery or, hey, it's free this or free that. Borrow my car. Just join the dojo. Yeah, no kidding, they ain't opening the emails. Are you kidding me? But when they got on there because they had a real problem they were trying to solve, and you really tapped on where they were, where they want to be, and you really got into the root of what the problem is, they're listening because they have a problem they want to solve. Okay? That's why business exists. That is what you have to do. I hope that's sinking in. Okay? So, once they're on your email list, guess what? They're on there, and if you use the proper benefit, curiosity, problem, little technique we were talking about. Oops, dropped my marker. That little problem, that little thing we were talking about, okay? When you use that in your subject line, because the subject line of the email, what is it for? To get them to open the email. Okay, what's the email for? Not to sell them. It's to get the click, and the click over to your website, okay? And when they go there, the machine goes, oops, I know exactly where they are, carves the message for them. And I just got to put a little side note in here. I'm not talking about bots. I don't use bots. I think bots are silly, okay? Now, I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying that we've been turning a 7-figure business over for quite a while now. Never used a bot. Don't even know how to turn one on. Don't need to use bots. Don't need to use all these wiggly woo tools or whatever. You just need a structured attraction system, structured conversion system, structured delivery system, and you need to get really dang good at all of those, and it doesn't take long when you have the right combination. Once they're on your email list, now we can continue to warm them up to a point where we've got them remarketed. They keep reigniting our pixels so that we keep following them more and more and more, and guess what? Boom. eventually they buy. Because guess what? In our attraction and conversion systems, when you use the right tools like Google Tags and Facebook Pixels and everything like that, my stuff is set up to follow you around until you buy from me. That's it. What's the old saying? You know, they either buy or die, you know, whatever. Like, we can do that in such a way now that it's just almost creepy how crazy cool it is. And you can do this. It's not hard. I don't care if you're a 67-year-old man, because we've got people that are in their 70s and they're crushing it with this. So no excuses, all right? If you can click this video and type in, you know, what is the weather like in my area on the computer, you can set all this stuff up. You just need some help. You just need somebody to show you, right? So, okay, now over here, this targeting thing, what we start out with, and I got them matched. You see how they're kind of matched to these colors? Blue, green, red, blue, green, red. When we're in the blue area, we use the detailed targeting feature within Facebook to get close to our market here so that we can start getting our message to match closely as possible, right? We could shotgun it. It would just take longer. If we use detailed targeting, we can at least get our message right there to the people that need to see it right out of the gate. We don't have to go through that. That's what the old school thing is. It's like just fly over some town like in an old like propeller plane and just open a hatch underneath the plane and blanket it with flyers. That was like the approach, and most of you are still doing that thought process, and we need to change. But that was the old process. Now we're like in little stealths, and we're just like, and they're laser guided little missiles going, I can help you. Okay? Much easier. Okay? Much easier. Much better. Way more efficient. Way easier. More with less. We got the perfect people. Because we're specialized, we can charge more because they know they're going to get the solution they're looking for. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's exactly what you want, right? We use detailed targeting to get close. Then, when we're using these different things, you got to also remember in your Facebook and in your Googles, it is filling up these little buckets. So this one is filling up a little bucket of people. Literally, just think of it like that. Because every time somebody taps on your ad, goes to your website, whatever, it just keeps adding another person, another person, another person. It slowly just fills up more and more and more. Once it hits a particular threshold here, okay, then you can do a lookalike page post engagement audience. So you're saying, hey, Facebook, you know all the people that have been tapping on my ads, and they wouldn't do that unless they were interested. You know all them people? Can you go find... Can you show my next ad that has the next message on it that's a little more detailed? It's got a little bit more information in it to take them to the next step in understanding. Can you go find more people like the people that were in this little bucket here? Because I know that they're somewhat interested because only psychotic, lunatic, crazy, insane people are just randomly clicking on crap. Nope, they're not. The people that are clicking, there's something in here that caused them to click. There's something there that they liked or heard caused them to click. Okay? Can you go find me more of those people? And so we do this page post engagement retargeting on it. This means anybody that's been on my page that is engaged, clicked, liked, comment, anything, it will go find more people like that people. So it goes, oh, well, you missed these people over here, and all of a sudden it finds it. But now we're into this part. So now there's all these people engaging, okay? And these are all really good people. They're getting warmer and warmer. They're almost to be customers. Now we say, hey, Facebook, you know all the people that made it to the step 2 in my funnel, which means they opted in, which means that's a big deal, right? Now, you don't just give your email out to anybody, okay? How about to prove it, every person you talk to today, just say, hey, here's my email. Here's my email. Here's my email, okay? You don't just give people your email. You give people your email when you want something. You want something, okay? So now they've given you their email. Now this is a CA, custom audience, happens in Google's and Facebook's. And when you get them here, now you've got something extremely special. Now we're starting to roll into this like super hot retargeting, just basically saying, hey, all right, look, you've looked at somebody's stuff. Let's get you started. Let's get you going. That's where that goes. And now we've got them in a very special place. So the people that were in here, it takes them out of this bucket. This dang marker, I tell you. It takes them out of this bucket here, and it puts them in this, we'll put the bucket right here. It puts them in this new bucket, and these people, they're ready. They want what you have. They just need to make sure that you understand where they are, trust building, and they need to make sure that you understand the wall they're hitting, and they need to make sure that you understand where they want to go, and they need to make sure that you understand the real root problem, because they also need to make sure that you can get them over this wall to where they want to be, okay? Because they're going bam, bam, bam. They can't get past it. That's why we get help from companies that are started because not of cool ideas, but because they seen a need that was being went towards in the marketplace to get solved. That's how you do it right. Successful people, you've heard it. Man, everything she touches turns to gold. Well, it's not because she's a gold magician, poof, there's gold. She gets the process. You can look pretty fancy when you understand something. It's, as Leonardo da Vinci said, it's the greatest sophistication in the world, to be understood. If they understand that you understand them and that you can define the problem, where they are, where they want to be, what they're doing, you get this stuff right here. And it can happen in a couple interactions. Trust me. We do it every day, all the time. Jesus, I keep dropping these things. Okay. Once they get into this, guess what? Now it's just, it's like, all right, look, Sally, Jim, let's go. Okay? You don't have to it's a super short message. You're basically telling them at this point, hey, let's just go. And this is warm and hot retargeting now. So now you're really just following them around until they finally make that decision. It's like when you go to the Amazons or you go to the, you go look at anything. Go look up a boxing equipment, or go look up some martial arts, pads and things like that, or gis. Guess what? You'll see them everywhere. You already know that. You've probably seen me everywhere already doing that. You can do the same thing. It's just a tool, okay? So, okay, now, when we go to write an ad, this is a really powerful hook framework type situation. So, you're going to use your own voice, not some generic copy and paste ad. You're going to, if you're in this level, it's more about stories and grabbing their attention, keeping it simple. Really what it's about is, here's the benefit you want, here's the problem you have, here's the curiosity to get you go check out our stuff. Because in the funnel that we help you build, we've already built it for you. You just we show you how to input the proper things in it so it's customized to you, your voice. We give that to you, and then you just have to put it out there and understand it. But what happens is, in these different pieces, this is the framework we're going to use. You want to come up with a big idea, or a big like an angle. Think of it as like a different perspective. Let me just give it to you real simple. Just go to Google's and type in top headlines for marketing, right? Think of a headline as an angle. Every headline is like a different approach. You can talk about, we could use 50 angles to sell this one marker. So once you understand your marketplace and the thing that you're going to help them with, then you got to come up with your big idea for your ad. Big idea meaning, what angle are you going to come at? Is it the how-to angle? Is it the stories angle? Is it the direct approach? Right? What headline? Just go find a headline and use that as your basis. Then what's the hook or the curiosity point? Hey, are you a firefighter and you can't move and there's like people trying to take stuff off your truck? Okay, hooked them, and they're like, yeah, what do you got, man? You can fix this? Okay, then we go to defining the problem. So once we get them, we got an angle here where they're like, oh, how to be able to have more mobility as a firefighter without, having to take all your pads off or whatever, or your gear off, okay? That was terrible, but you get that's an angle. Okay, then the hook and curiosity, okay? We're up here. Are you a firefighter? Okay, so we had like a firefighter putting out a fire here. They're like, what's that? I'm a firefighter. That interests me. I stopped scrolling. Headline, how to da-da-da-da-da. Now we're up here with the hook. Are you a firefighter and you wish that you could da-da-da-da-da? You don't know how to da-da-da-da? Okay, Boom. Now we've got them hooked. We got the curiosity. Now we're going to define the problem. Most people, that's the best way to start out. Most firefighters, when they need to, they have this situation happen. And you really lay it out. Just define the problem. Like, talk about the nature of it. Short. I'm talking a sentence or two, okay? This isn't paragraphs, although it could be, okay? When you're talking about the problem they have, and you're talking about where they want to go and the whole thing, they'll read books, okay? Literally, you have books that you bought to solve problems, and you read the whole thing. There's a lot of copy in this, okay? A lot of copy here, all right? So, doesn't matter once you get there, but you don't have to do that, but it does work really well. Usually in this cold area here, long copy works the best because you have to really get them to understand, okay? Once you've defined the problem, they go, yeah, this person, there's no way they could know that about what I'm dealing with unless they knew that, right? Then you can present the solution. You don't give them the answer though. This doesn't mean present the solution like, hey, and here's how to fix it. If you did that, there would be no reason to click and go over to your landing page and become a lead. We want them on an email list so that we don't have to pay for them again. If you don't get them on an email list, you have to keep paying to get in front of them. So we get them over to our virtualized funnel. We're tagging them just in case they don't opt in. Their phone dies, the kid takes it out of their hand, they drop it in the toilet, they got to get back to work, the light turns green, whatever. We want to be able to attack them again in a happy way to help them. So we have our tags and all that stuff, but we present the solution in a way of saying what they need, not how they need it, or here's what to do, but not how to do it. That's why they would want to exchange money with you, okay? So we present the solution, it's like, okay, what you need is a system that allows you to always know how to move in your gear. They're like, oh, what was that, right? Okay? Then you can talk about proof. You could talk about proof in the ad here, okay? Or you can just say, here's the steps. You know, step one is you need to have a system that allows your arms to move. It's building curiosity and it's showing them like some fine detail. Like, okay, this dude, he knows the steps or she knows the steps along the way, but they're like, well, how do you do each one of these? Because you're just talking about it. Then you really lay in the big promise and benefit. So, because this is what you need, and we don't have time to talk about it all in this ad, guess what? I've put together a free training, or I've put together a specific PDF, or I've put together this whatever. There's a lot of different things that we teach you how to use. And we already built, you can just swap out your stuff with your voice and put it in there. And you say, go over and, click here and go over and check it out. And when they get to the landing page, you just kind of reiterate the ad so they go, oh, I'm in the right place. This is what they were talking about. And then they have to use their email, name an email, or just their email. And now we've got them on a list. Now all of our underground that we can't talk about in this video, there's no way, we don't have time. I've already been a long video for you. But there's all these different automation sequences that I have built in here that are custom to your business. Not some, copy and paste, look like everybody else, nobody can see you generalist, but a specialized way to do this. I just took all the tech stuff out of it, and I talk about that over at martialartsgrowth.com. You like my little jabs in there? Hey, this is what we're doing, right? Hopefully you're taking this example as an example of what you can be doing to generate trust. Because I know I'm talking to you about the stuff that you have problems with. That's why you're still watching this long-ass video, right? Okay, pay attention to that, please. I'm demonstrating in the moment right now how to do this stuff. All right, handle objections. Now I get it, I'm going into it here, right? Now I get it, you've probably seen other people saying, oh, we've got the system for you. Oh, we can help you with martial arts ads. We've written all your ads. We have all your ads. You know how many people I talk to are like, I don't like their ads. I don't want to look like everybody else, right? If you're dealing with that, listen, I understand that. And that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. That's kind of the approach, right? I'm sure you've seen other places talking about how, firefighters can move better, this, that, and the other, okay? But here's what we found out that is different. We found out that when you use a 3-step system versus a 2-step system, see that it's like curiosity again. They're like, oh, really? And you say, so, finally, at the end, you're like, so, look, I can't talk about it all here. We don't have time. please go over, get this PDF, watch this video, check out this thing. And it takes them into your funnel. We get their email, and this is where all the magic happens. This is where all the cha-ching happens right here. It can happen right away, okay? You have it set up in all purpose to do it all. It can happen immediately. Set the appointment, come in, become a student. All that can happen immediately, but most people need 7 to 10 exposures, and it's going to happen gradually, okay? So we prepare for nature's natural way of doing things down here without having to do it manually. Again, I'm not doing this right this moment as you're watching this. I'm doing something else, but my virtual self is living on right now, helping me, okay? It's like think about this. Every one of my videos out there is like having the absolute super best employee out there, always on time, always working, always doing their best. Because if I do a good job in this video, it lives forever and ever and ever. So if your legacy of dropping your martial arts school down to your children and their children, guess what? You could still be out there influencing the growth of your school long after you're gone. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now, once we have all this understood, okay, what is so awesome, this is a big wake-up call for me. If I showed you behind me, there's just a whole entire shelf of copywriting books. Because I thought, boy howdy, this is the trick. And it really is. It's called messaging, and it's the biggest problem in any industry, really big in martial arts industry. It's being able to deliver a message that matters to your specific person about their problem in a way that helps you build trust, deliver this whole entire scene of I can help you to them in such a way where they go, that's the guy, that's the girl I need to go to, okay? So, on this here, how to write ads, guess what? You don't write your ads. Guess who does? Your customer, your potential student, that firefighter complaining on a blog somewhere or on a YouTube video somewhere or on a Facebook group somewhere. That is the stuff that you put in your ads. You just need to know how to organize the findings. So when you realize you can go to the YouTubes and you can search like you or your customer searching to find a solution to their problem, right? So let's use a simple one like weight loss or something. They might be like, what is the best way to do weight loss or whatever, right? What's the best way for me to lose weight? I'm a busy person, Whatever they're searching into the YouTubes, which in the stuff that we teach you, I take you through it click by click, and I show you there's some just radically awesome tools. I'm going to show you a little bit on the computer here in just a minute when we wrap this all up. But you can go to YouTube, go down to the comments. You can listen and see what your actual market is saying about their current situation, their problem, their desired situation. You take them words, you take those things, and you reorganize them like this so when they read it and they see your stuff, they instantly click, they instantly opt in, they instantly go to your video, they instantly set an appointment, because guess what? It literally feels like you were reading their mind, and they're like, oh my God, they know, it's like the voice in my head talking to me. This person knows exactly how I feel, what I like, they get it, right? So you can go to YouTube's to do this, you can go to the Facebook groups to do this, and you can also go to blogs to do this. You can go to the Amazons to do this and look at the reviews, find, that says Amazon. You can go to all these places, anywhere people can go communicate, because most people, when their mouth is moving, they're not producing, they're complaining, or they're talking about their problems, or they're talking about their favorite subject, which is them, okay? This is how people are, right? This is how we are. So we can go there to where they can talk about themselves and their issues and what they're trying to do and how they couldn't get the reviews, good ones, bad ones, what they're missing. Oh, the book was good, but it still didn't solve my problem, blah, 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 all these things. That's the juice that you put in these things to get the click, to get them to sign up, to schedule and go, man, I just had to come to you because you knew my problem. When you do that, it is amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to press this video right here, this little video button, and when I do, we're going to instantly become into the computer. And I'm going to show you just some quick examples of how to do this, this, and this, and then the video will be over here, and you will have now learned how to understand and create martial arts ads. On these images here, try to just use, if you've got real images, if you were going to do firefighters, instead of going and finding just a firefighter picture on Google Images and make sure it's not copyrighted, okay? But go find an image there. You can go to pexels.com. Okay, that's one place, Pexels. Probably the best one. I'll just use that. There's ways to use Google to do this, but instead of doing that, take your darn phone, your little smartphone. This is a flexible smartphone. Go out there, find a fire truck, and use a natural picture, because again, when people are on these platforms, they don't like ads. You hate ads. They hate ads. Everybody doesn't like them. So don't look like one. All right. So go find one that looks like some natural picture and put it on there. It will work amazing. So just do that when it comes to the images. But I'm gonna press this right here, and like magic, we're gonna fly into my computer, and I'm gonna begin talking to you over there. I'm sure the audio will sound different because we're gonna switch a microphone. And then you will be at the end of this, but you will see how to write ads, because you will see how to find the actual words that your marketplace is using to describe their current situation, desired situation, and problem. You can reorganize them using this framework right here, and then you can create ads that will get the click. And if you just mimic what we're talking about here on your landing page, you'll get them to opt in. And then if you have this automated sequence here, fantastic. If you have this dialed in here for your ads, fantastic. If you have an amazing automated refollowing system down here that's virtual, runs 24/7, 365 without you, you are probably relaxing on the beach with no, come on, seriously. Whoever's selling you that, I don't know. But we got to watch our business. But I would rather just watch it from over here, knowing what it's doing, turn a couple knobs and make it work really well. Kind of like your car. You don't have to run. You don't have to walk. You don't have to drag a big thing behind you. You can just get a pickup, throw it in the pickup, and jump in there and just kind of hold the wheel like this, watch the gauges, keep it directed in the right direction on the road, and guess what happens? You get to where you're going. So that's what we have to do. That's the reality of it. But we don't need to be in there with a shovel and an old mule and doing all these things manually. Okay, you can become the job of 10 people when you start using these virtual tools. All right, here we go. The magic's gonna happen. Ready? Right, and just like that, magically we are over here. So let's take a look here. I'm not gonna go a long time on this. I just want to go real quick and show you some different things that we can do. So inside of Google here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an incognito. Whenever you're doing research for your marketplace and stuff like that, you really want to use Google Chrome, because it's Google, for God's sakes. I mean, they're the search engine of the everything, right? So let's use their tools, because it's going to give you some different advantages. But what I want you to do is I want you to then go to these dots up here. Once you download Google Chrome, it's free. Just go to here, Google Chrome, and then make sure when you do download it, it's the one from google.com, okay? Don't get something else. And you don't have to charge them by clicking on their ad. Just click this one right here, download it for your computer, boom, you got it done. Now, then go up to these three dots and go to New Incognito Window. We want to use this because it's going to erase all of our search data, and it's going to allow us to search on our computer as if we've never searched on it before. There's no cookies. And if you just read this information right here, it'll kind of explain why an incognito window is useful. Because we want to get raw data, not stuff that's skewed by our previous searches. Okay. First thing we want to do is, I am really prone to go to YouTube because it's the second largest search engine in the world. People go there to solve their problems all the time. So I'm going to do something simple. We'll look up something like, how to, let's just with martial arts here, I'm just going to go simple and let's talk about, self-defense or something like that. So how about we use women's self-defense? All right. So I'm going to just start typing something here. Women's, and see when I do this, it brings up all these suggestions. This is only coming up because when I type that in, women's long jump, as of the last, say, 24, 48, 72 hours here, this has been the most top search stuff when people start typing in women's. So if I just put an S here, look how it changes. Suffrage, soccer, self-defense. Interesting. So these are, in order of how this doesn't get searched as much as this does. So that's the order ranking. But this can tell you a lot about what people are actually searching. Again, we don't have to guess, okay? So women's self-defense, how interesting. Let's just click that. And let's see what comes up. So 5 chokehold defenses women must know. So 3.2 million views 2 years ago. why would something like that have so many moves? Well, or so many moves, so many views. Must be important. 5 self-defense moves every woman should know, okay? So think about this. This is a very important thing. So, but let's see what the market's actually saying. So what I would do is I would just click on here, and I don't really care about what they're saying in the video. I just would come down in here. 7,462 comments. This video came out in 2018. If I go sort by newest first, because I want to hear the newest chatter. Look, 1 day ago, 2 years ago, the video, here's the power of virtualization. 2 years ago, the video went out. 1 day ago, there's still people commenting on it. Okay, so look, honey, you were talking a lot. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, boom. Crime happens faster than what the brain can absorb lightning speed. So, okay, you're starting to learn what the market is saying. Just simply get a friend like him and you're good to go. No one will dare to choke you, okay? So, again, you can, some of the stuff's 80% of it's going to be silliness, but what I want you to pay attention to is what the right things are. You're looking for people that are talking about problems down here. This is such an important video for all women to watch, okay? Thank you okay, so see, we're starting to learn. Let's get down in here. This video saved my life, not once, but twice. Thank you so much for this. Okay, we're starting to learn this is important, right? Maybe they can include self-defense practices in schools using PTA or live orientation. Interesting, okay? So you're starting to learn what the market is thinking, okay? I have really nobody to practice with. I'd feel so awkward asking my friend or family member. So it's a little problem she has. I feel I have nobody to practice with, so how can you maybe help them overcome that? This is a part of getting the right person. So this is your right person. Listen, she wants to practice. She wants to do this, but her problem is she doesn't have anybody to practice with, or she feels awkward. Start solving that problem with an ad. Show them, hey, do you want to learn women's self-defense, but you don't have anybody, you feel awkward, asking a family or friend, okay? So that's how we use this. I would take stuff like this, right-click, copy, and I'd paste it in a Word doc or something like that. I know I need this. I am being stalked by a pedophile. Okay, look. So this right here. Hey, do you feel like you're, being followed by somebody that doesn't have your best interest in mind and you wish you knew what to do? Okay, that if she's seen an ad like that, definitely would be triggering some stuff, okay? This is your copywriting right here. They're writing it. This is some useful information, but the thing is, if you get attacked, I wonder, that's a question, that's a question. I wonder if you could even think well and remember all that. Okay. Hey, have you ever, thought about getting martial arts, but, you're like, I wonder if I'd even be able to remember or think that well or do it, Everyone needs practice to be able to do this correctly, okay? But that's what most people think. You actually need some more stuff than that, right? This is how you write your ads. This is the words in their head. Don't waste your money, ladies, okay? Why is she saying that? Okay? If you have the Spotify app and if you'd like to find out an interesting podcast, type in successful, excellent bodily security. You might want to go there. I bet there's some comments. I bet there's some things being said that you can use to write your ads that are going to literally reach out to their brain and go, whoa, okay, preparing for freshman year, okay? Think about this, all right? Me during the whole video, I hope they're a couple, right? Okay, whatever. He's cute, could attack me in a dark alley anytime, Okay, if you ain't fast enough, you're going to get punched in the face, and this will be pointless. Okay, have you ever thought, man, I would love to learn martial arts, but I feel like all they would have to do is just, and that's it, right? How can you help solve this problem? Okay, I knew none of this, and I fractured a filthy. Okay, So anyway, look at this. I'm barely into this. This came out 2 years ago, and 2 weeks ago, these people are still making comments. These videos are made to protect women from predators like me. Okay, whatever. So like I said, 80% of this is going to be just people being stupid. Hi, ladies. Stay safe. My friend gave me this link for free. Power torchlight. See video. Okay, she's selling. Check out our police self-defense stun guns selling. Okay, no, I don't think this is appropriate for girls because this is not true about boys, men. Man, is she strong? Is she wrong? Okay, so what is she saying here? Oh, you're a woman. You think, okay, guy's too strong. Whatever. You can't overcome somebody stronger than you. You may feel that way. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the stuff that sadly none of this worked. Okay. What if they also have a gun? Straight up question. Hey, ladies, are you worried? Like if somebody, and they have a gun, what do you do? Right? So in this video, we share with you how to disarm, somebody if they're attacking you with a weapon or something. Okay. Now all of a sudden the curiosity's there. You talked about the benefit they want, and now they're going to click and go see. They get to the landing page. You reiterate the curiosity and benefit, really building up that benefit and curiosity to get them to opt in. Now they're on your email list. Now you can, for free, continue to follow up with them in an automated way, hopefully, not manually. Do something, but try to get to that automation place. And now you can actually, not have to pay for them to keep marketing them, okay? And you can take them through those 7 to 10 exposures so they can understand you understand them. You can sell them, okay? I'm trying to talk fast. I don't want to waste a lot of your time, all right? We've already spent a lot of time. Okay, my life has been changed. Thank you so much for this. You see, people want this, right? I have tried many of them. However, when the attacker is your boyfriend or spouse, they are twice as big as you and drunk. Okay, really important. They don't feel very much pain. Really important. How do you disarm somebody like that? How do you deal with that? These moves seem to make them squeeze harder. Oh my gosh. So this is somebody that's like I want to go help this lady right now. Like also, each time I've been up against the wall and lifted mostly off my feet. I wish you could help me with that one. Bam. All right, I'm taking this, copy, paste. Now I can write emails. Now I can write ads. Now I can create videos that make a difference. Okay? All these things, you guys are going, oh, why would they follow my online virtual school? Look at all these videos they can learn. Yeah, look at all the pain in the ass this is to go figure this out and put it in the right order. You can learn anything online, anything, everything, all of it. But what order do you put it in? How do you do it? What's the consistent organization? That's why there are courses, mentors, schools. That's why, okay? Don't let this scare you. Well, they'll just go to YouTube and do that. Yeah, okay, sure. Why are you watching this then? Right? You're at YouTube watching this. You're on my website watching this. You need all the orders. You need all the right things in the right order. That's what makes things work. Okay? You can have all the information, but order is really important. You don't put the sugar in after you bake the pie. You got to put it in prior to that, or it don't work. You can have all the answers, but what order do they go in? That's where a mentor comes in. That's where a course comes in. That's where, that's the difference, right? We got to understand that. So anyway, yeah, what if they also have a gun, right? So there's just tons of, this is everything you need, right? Everything you need. There's so many things. I guess it's about practice. Look at this. Would this work in a situation against an opponent like this? Think about that. They're telling you how to write the ad. And this is just one stupid video we clicked on. I haven't even look how many there are. Look how many there are. The first 5 submissions you need to know. I bet I could click on that, go in the comments. There's still people asking questions, right? Okay. So that's how you do the YouTube thing. Just keep looking. But look, see this? Self-defense techniques. If I hit the space bar, look. Women's self-defense class, moves, weapons, BJJ, shock, scream, and run, knife. Look, this is what people are actually searching. This is what they're actually searching. Okay? So women's self-defense BJJ. Maybe you got a BJJ school. Come here. What are they saying? Best techniques. Women's how as a woman, how do I see how nothing came up? Because they're not searching that way. Women's self-defense training. Okay? Come in here. This is something women are searching. Self-defense moves every woman should know. Click on it. Pause it. Come down here into the comments. 524 comments. That's a lot of comments, guys. There's people caring about this stuff. Newest first. 11 hours ago. Came out last year. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. That's much help for women nowadays. I like your alertness. Okay. You're starting to learn the language real quick. Thanks for letting me know. These ain't da-da-da-da. We need practice like this every day. It will really help you. Where are they going to get that from? Very detailed and specific. I like it. Okay, they're telling you about more what they like. Now, let's go over to Amazon real quick. Amazon, here's how you use Amazon. This is how you write ads, guys. This is copywriting for you, okay? Copywriting helps you understand the order and the psychology of the order. Again, order, organization, putting things in the right order matters. Look, let's just keep on our women's self-defense. Women's S, what comes up? These are search engine tools that are helping you. S, okay? These are what people are typing in. Look, women's self-defense weapons, women's self-defense, self-care gifts. Okay, so self-defense kit. So let's go in here to self-defense. Let's come over here and let's take a look at this stuff, okay? And let's see what people are saying. Let's just go to this little 10,000 people bought this and no, bought this, and then out of all the people that bought it, 10,000 actually commented. So let's go take a look at this. Let's see what people are saying. What do they care about? Okay, so we just click on the comments here. Look, there's been 186. Did you see that up at the top here? Look, 186 answered questions. There's 185 questions. 185 problems is what that means. Business makes money when it solves problems. Okay. It is cute and powerful. One morning, my husband was walking the dogs. It's still dark outside when he takes them. Okay. One morning, my husband was walking the dogs, and it's still dark outside when he takes them. I heard conversation going over the right outside of our window, so of course I looked. There was a man who was really close to my husband and our door, so I got the stun gun, went out on the porch, and made it very clear. Okay. So this is an interesting twist. This is a woman helping her man out. Okay. Enough to knock my 280-pound husband on his butt. Okay, so it's got some power. But let's look down here into these ratings here. So I can go. These are just all the questions. You can go through here. You can hear what they're talking about. Okay. So look, 1 star. Let's go to that. I liked it until it no longer worked. Charged it. Okay, whatever. When I received the taser. Okay. Stopped working. Okay. Had this a few months. Had to check beside the disc. Okay. It's all battery problems. This is a product problem. Let's go to the bigger reviews here. We're just looking for languaging. Okay. So you're hearing look, and the sound alone would be enough to scare off most purse snatchers and creeps. So purse snatchers and creeps is how a woman is explaining the shit that she's trying to defend against. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm not looking for anything about the taser in here. I'm looking about how they're describing their problem, why they're buying a taser. Do you understand? Look, so I knew it was coming, so I already had this stun gun in my back pocket. After being punched in the face by a man 4 times my size. Okay, listen. They're giving you everything. Okay, I pulled it out and stunned him right in the throat. He dropped, and the attack was over. I can honestly say that this is a great investment. Okay. So, look, I shocked my boyfriend in the back with his approval, and it had him down in 15 minutes. Okay. So you're scared the crap out of myself with this. I was forewarned. All we're looking for in here, look, here we go. For someone like me who always feels paranoid when I travel to the city for work every day. Hey, do you feel like kind of paranoid when you're traveling to the city for work every day? And see how I'm talking about this? Like, this is your ad. This is the curiosity. Okay, you have to be careful how you write the ads. In our course, we teach you and we show you and like help you one-on-one to write your ads and everything so that they're customized to you and your business. But this is the stuff you have to be careful how you write this so that you don't piss Facebook off and Google's off. But there's ways to write this, and there's also ways to do things to get them on the email where you can say this blatantly and as many times that you want. Okay, but these are the things I'm copying and pasting. Okay, bought this after a run on a trail and was almost see that. Yeah. You see that word? Yeah. Okay. We can talk about this. Okay. Hey, have you ever been out on a trail run? You kind of feel weird running on the trails by yourself? These are real issues. These are real problems. Okay. Not everybody's buying a damn stun gun, right? They want to learn how to take care of themselves. Okay. So please, this is what you do. Look, this is what you do. This is your market talking to you. You don't have to guess. It's right here. Okay. Fits in my gym bag. Must be worried about some stuff at her gym bag. You understand? Okay. So please, there's a bazillion things right here of your market telling you exactly what to say to them. And you will grab them right out of their day, scrolling through their thing. Okay. And all you got to do, you don't have to put anything, you don't have to be there in a martial arts outfit in your pictures or something. What is a woman going to stop scrolling when she sees? But it's got to have some sort of relation to what you're doing. All right. So that's Amazon reviews. You can use any kind of review site. Look up anything that's in relation to what you're talking about. It has to be here, obviously. Okay. The next one, Facebook groups. Listen, I'm not even going to waste your time. Go into Facebook groups, join a women's self-defense Facebook group, or just search women's self-defense on Facebook. It's the same process. You're looking for comments. You're looking for the different things. Go to here. We can go to Google real quick. Watch. Google.com. Okay, we're in an incognito window. Look at this. Women's. See all the stuff that come up? Suffrage, self. Look, if I put this in here, does it even come up? Look, self-defense kit, classes near me, sexual health, seamless underwear. Okay, easy there. All right, let's go here. Self-defense classes in my area. Self-defense kit. Okay, let's just click on that. All right, so there's all this different stuff you can learn about. What is the best self-defense weapon for a woman? How about just knowing how to do it with yourself, right? What is the best thing to carry for self-defense? How about the knowledge of how to do it yourself? What can women carry for protection in this area? I mean, think about this stuff. But look, let's go to this. Women's self-defense. I can just type in blog and whambo. Women's self-defense blog for women. Click on that. It's the first one that comes up. Let's 10 security flaws thieves prey on. Okay, women shouldn't have to change behavior to avoid sexual assault. Okay, so let's just click on this and see if there's any comments. I'm just looking for comments. Okay, nothing. All right, this is obviously selling women's self-defense stuff, right? Obviously. Okay, it's number 1 on Google. Don't know what they're getting. Okay, sexual violence. Okay, let's look at this. Is there any comments sections? Nope, but they do have a Facebook. If I click on this, maybe it's making me share it on Facebook. Yep. Okay, enjoy this page. Pay it forward. Okay, so sometimes when you get here, like you can go to their, their Facebook. Sometimes they'll have other places, that they're at. You can get into the comment section. You're wanting to hear from the women that are searching and finding this stuff. You got to become your customer and understand them so that you can get into their world as how they're searching and seeing what they're seeing so that you can communicate with them. Let's see what this one does here. Self-defense blog. It's making me sign in. Pain in the ass. Let's go back here. Okay, this is what I do. Probably call it Boston. All right, this is like some kind of weird thing. Let's go this. That's where I just was. Let's go here. Okay, functional self-defense, realistic modern. Okay, let's go here. Let's Let's go to the comments. Is there comments? I'm just looking for comments. I want to hear the people, not the people writing it. Okay, you can learn from them, but you can see what they're doing and you can do it better, right? But what I'm looking for here is particularly women's self-defense blog. Let's see this, modelmugging.org. Okay, let's go in here. Tactics for self-defense for women. I'm going to click on that. All right, let's go. These are probably different blog posts. Let's see, self-defense philosophy, choices in self-defense for women. Click on this. It's probably going to take me here. Okay, let's see. This. I'm not a big fan of the blog thing, by the way. Like, this is why. It's too long. YouTube is where they go most of the time because they just want to see video. Hint, hint, video. Hint, hint, video. Video is powerful. Hint, hint, you're watching one. Okay, let's go to, let's see, quick fix items, pepper spray, mini flashlight. These are all like that, defending your time and money, time commitment, learning self-defense. Okay, not a very good blog. I mean, it's so hard to even find information here. That's why most people suck at this, and I'm just being honest. Like, you're seeing it with me, right? You can't even get to where you're going with any of this stuff. It's like so hassle to get there. Okay, let's check this. Are you codependent or independent? Let's just click on this. Okay, this came out December 2nd today. Okay, is there any comments? Probably not this soon. It literally was written today. There's people out there working on it. Okay, let's go to this one. Love your fitness routine using these great ideas. Let's see, older posts. See how hard it is? Make shit easier for people, please. Like, okay, this is not even, like, this isn't it. Like, I mean, I'll try. Let's see, let's go down here. No comments. I don't see comments. What's this Facebook thing do? Is it for posting on Facebook? Yeah. Okay. Again, this stuff sucks. This is why you can win really, really quick. Just somebody please do it right. Okay? Women's self-defense. Let's go here. Okay, interesting. Let's go models, about, surveys, resources. What's this? Resources, PDFs, handout, media. Let's go down here. Rape, assault. Let's see. Okay, is there any comments? Read more. All right, we're looking for comments, folks. Here we go. No comments. Again, look how much time we're wasting. On the other one, it was like boom, 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 boom. We were right there, okay? So I wouldn't spend too much time on this, honestly. You're seeing how much time it's taking. Look, Krav Maga, tactical survival. Okay, we're looking for women's self-defense stuff, muggers and muggings. Again, I'll try again. Let's see. Giving them benefit of the doubt. Nope, sucks. I'm sure it's great information. Listen, that's not what I'm looking for, though. Okay, don't get confused. Don't waste your time. The truth about women's self-defense. This is the last one I'm looking at, and that's it. Okay, let's see.
Let's see, is there a blog here? Violence prevention techniques. Let's go to techniques. Okay, fundamental. It's not even women. What makes self-defense? No comments. Crazy, man. All right. God damn it. One more time. We'll try one more. Truth about. We did that one. Self-defense blogs. Girl self-defense. This is, by the way, search is related to. This is what they're searching. Women. Women self-defense, groin twist. I don't know. Self-defense techniques. Okay, they spelled defense wrong. Okay, but that's how they're typing it in. Like this is what they're searching. So let's see. 8 self-defense moves. Okay, this might have a comment section on it. Let's accept this. Okay, let's go down here. And you're like, well, why would they listen to me? Why would they buy my stuff? They have all this stuff. You can organize it better. You can do it better. You do it better. You present it better. You communicate better. Okay? All right. No blogs. No comments on the blogs. I mean, yeah, this totally sucked. So, yeah, it's just this topic, right? So, gosh dang it. Let me try. This is literally last one. Okay. Let's see. Is there a comment section? Facebook. Okay. It's giving you some different ideas of how people are teaching and how you could do it better. Okay. Oh, wait. What do we got here? Is this a comment? I think it's a comment. Hello. I'm trying to contact the owner of this site. The permission. Well, that sucked. Okay. Let's see. What is this? It was starred 52 times. Oh, look at it here. 210,000 views on this, so gives you some idea of what people care about there. What is this when you click on it? Okay, it's all that stuff. Let's see what they've got in relation to this on... Do they have a Facebook somewhere? Yeah, not a very good one. So while we're here real quick, in terms of headlines, look at all these different headlines. These are amazing headlines, right? They spend a lot of money to make these headlines work. You got to be careful with some of these, but look, 13 unusual facts, curiosity about females that are totally true. 6 myths about love that people still believe in. These are curiosity and benefit, right? Psychologists explained how to recognize, so the benefit is recognize an emotionally unstable person. That's the benefit of this. And the psychologists explained how to by their behavior. Ooh, how do you do that? Okay. This is how you do it. This is how you do. Notice there's a lot of numbers in here. 20 celebrities who actually have different names. 7 harmful foods we often give to our children. So the benefit would be give your children the right food, but the curiosity is like, what are they? Like this is how you do it. And look at this. You can see how many times this stuff has been viewed. This gives you an indication of, look at this one. Facts about life in Japan that could baffle any foreigner. Why there's so many on that, I have no idea. 13 special facts about movie theaters only the chosen ones know about, okay? How about 13 special moves any women can perform instantly if they knew about these processes or something? That was kind of crappy, but 10 genetic disorders that are inherited through the female line. 10 things women aren't paying attention to that could help them see an attacker in the dark. Click, boom, go to the landing page, you reiterate that and kind of add some bullet points that intensify this without giving it away. And then all of a sudden, on the video, you teach them the 10 things, and at the end you say, now, if you'd like us to help you, take you through a training, yada, 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 okay? And then all of this stuff needs to be with your tags and your pixels and your follow-ups and all that stuff, okay? So bright side, I'm going to probably keep that as an idea. These are great headlines, okay? These are people spend a lot of time getting on these headlines here, okay? Look at this. You see a lot of numbers in here. Why the piranha people live in the moment and are considered the happiest people in the world. Why women who have jobs that get out late at night and have to walk far to the parking lot are able to feel safer and more confident walking to their car. You see what I'm saying? That's how you reiterate these and create them for you. All right. So, anyways, that's you get the point. Hopefully, blogs are probably not the best time saving. Just go to YouTube, Amazon, anywhere people can actually like post stuff. Okay. So I'm sorry this is a super long video, but let's jump back over to the board real quick and wrap it up. And I hope you found a lot of value in this. But let's jump back over there.
right, so hopefully that little tutorial of how to use YouTube, Facebook groups, blogs, and Amazon helped you understand that this stuff is just the organizing. You go get the combinations from them. They've got all the little numbers to the lock. You put it in this order here, and bam, the lock opens, and your phone, your doors, your scheduler is filled up with the right people that actually want to be there and want to be great students for you. So, all right, listen. If you want us to help you with this, or you want me to just give you a game plan or a roadmap or a strategy, what we have is you can, down in the description, you can click and go watch the video that explains how we do the attraction, conversion, and delivery system. Or if you're past that and you're ready, you're like, hey, I just want to know, how to make this happen, how you can help me do this or do it for me in the sense of teaching me how to do this and everything like that. Then there's another link down in the description where you can schedule a free 45-minute discovery call with us, where we'll get on there, and the first thing we'll do is we'll find out what your current situation is. Then we'll find out where you're wanting to go. We'll find out what your problem is and where you're stuck or where you're missing because you might not be too far off. And we'll find out if we can actually help you. And if we can, then we'll share with you what we have to offer and how that works and everything. And then at the end, you can make a decision whether you want to be a part of it or not, okay? It's really simple. If you don't want us to share with you how we can help you, guess what? You're still going to get a ton of value from that call, because you will then, after that call, know where you are. You'll understand the block you're up against and what's going on there. And we will give you a roadmap and a strategy to get you to that high 6- and 7-figure mark in your martial arts business. And so I hope this martial arts ads video helped you understand more about what to do here. And this is just the tip of the tip of the tip of what you can do and how you can create that predictability and consistency. So if you want to watch the video, a more in-depth training, hit that click down in the description down below. If you want to chat with us and you just want to get that strategy, that game plan, that roadmap, and see how we can help you and all those things, you can click the one to schedule an appointment. And if you don't want to do any of those things and you just want to keep watching these videos, then great. Hit the subscribe button. If you like this, hit the like thingy. If you didn't like it, hit the I didn't like it. And down in the comments, if you have questions, that's what the comments are for. So use that and tell me, what was your biggest takeaway from this? What were you doing close to this? What was the big aha moment, right? Let me know down in the comments, because it helps me create your next video that I will be bringing out on a regular basis here on this platform. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.